Temperatures, we do need the precip, so that's why I want to start with here. We have a low pressure system over Aberdeen that's spewing in moisture at this point, kind of followed suit here with that cold front. The cold air, though, is still to our north, and that's still going to go right off towards the southern half of the state. So while the north is in the 20s, the southern regions 48 degrees in Hettinger. That was in the 50s already this morning, so warm temps are still around south of the interstate. But even Dickinson creeping down to the 30s at this point. So colder air still moving in. Precip's going to move off towards the east. Shouldn't still be anything more than 1/10 of an inch. We talk about Williston and that cloudy sky. Absolutely. Pavement looks dry. We'll see if we get a couple of snow showers actually in the northwest, just a dusting of snow if that happens. Whereas Bismarck, I think, will be rain if we see a couple of raindrops there. And hey, there was actually some peaks of sunshine earlier this morning. I think we're done with the sun now for the rest of the day as we're locked in with that cloud cover. Well, just a deeper dive into the winds, 5-15 miles per hour for the sustained winds, maybe a little bit stronger in some areas, but those winds will keep turning from the northeast eventually to a north wind rushing in, still that cooler air. So the story there for today is temperatures are holding steady, if not falling, as that precip moves off towards our east. And it's a mixed bag of precip. You can see kind of confined along Highway 2. Snow chances. We go to the latitude of about Lake Sakakawea, more like a wintry mix at times because temperatures are getting warm to where it could be all a little bit of rain south and along the interstate. That clears on out by about dinner time. We go to tomorrow morning, we're in the 20s, but I have a headline here now. Most precip will stay to the south. Well, we're looking dry for the most part. Yeah, that's going to be the case because there's a big low pressure system in the Midwest. Has a big severe weather event again for about Missouri, maybe eastern Kansas, Iowa, kind of in that bracket and spanning towards Tennessee. That's that low. You can see where that moisture is on Saturday in the evening. And since we even spoke this morning and yesterday, that has trailed further towards the south. So we're going to keep that going for us. Maybe over by Wahpeton, we could see some accumulation. But then either way, still locked in with the cloudy sky, whether we see precip or not. Then same thing on Sunday. But by the evening hours, that's where we're going to get a few breaks as those temps still are in the 30s. So we bring out the snow chances. It's really anywhere but in North Dakota. See that low that I was talking about in South Dakota? I mean, look at that. South of the interstate in South Dakota, we could see a good healthy 6 to 8 inches. In North Dakota, maybe just from today's system, a dusting of snow, nothing elsewhere. Maybe a wintry mix again along Lake Sakakawea, but that snow for the weekend is going to stay right in that South Dakota region. We look at the precip, the liquid equivalent for today. We bump that up a little bit because that system we're getting now is looking a little healthier, so maybe still about 1/10 of an inch, but not a lot. So colder over the weekend, though, before next week we do start the rebound. So next weekend, I think, Krista, is going to be a bit more mild compared to the 30s here, which is about 10 degrees below where we should be for the last weekend in March. April starts Tuesday.
Yeah, it would be really nice if we could squeeze some moisture out of these chances, but it seems like it may not be in our future.
Tuesday, I still think has the best chance.
All right,
so that's
let's hope for Tuesday. Thanks, Heidi.